Hey guys, my name's Serena and this is my video summary for Chapter 1. So essentially what Chapter 1 went into was basically the start of the world with the Big Bang Theory and how our dates and time systems were created, longitude and latitude, how all of that was created, and just information about the water cycle and how all of that is affecting our ocean systems and everything like that. So to start, I'm gonna give you guys what I learned from this, what I found interesting, what I want to know more about, and then 3 questions that I have about the content from this week. So to start, what I really found interesting, there's a couple of different things that I found interesting. The first thing that I thought was really cool was that 2 of Jupiter's moons have oceans that are beneath their surfaces. I think that's really cool to think about. We don't really think about the planets, other planets in the solar system, and how similar they are to our own planet. So I think that's really cool that scientists have found something that's similar to what we have here on Earth on a different planet. So I thought that was really interesting. The next thing that I thought was pretty interesting was, again, learning about the Big Bang Theory. We all learn about the Big Bang Theory when we're in high school and throughout our schooling as younger kids. But it's really cool to go through that more in depth from a collegiate standpoint. So I thought that was interesting reading about that again and how the Earth was formed and everything like that. And then the third thing that I found really interesting was how the Earth was melting and solidifying multiple different times to create the layers. So again, in elementary school and high school and everything, we learned that the Earth has multiple different layers, but we never really go into detail about how those layers were formed, and that was actually really cool to read about that and learn that. So I really enjoyed reading that. What I learned from this chapter, I feel like I should have known this, but I don't know. This chapter really helped me realize this, that the northern hemisphere is considered to be the land hemisphere, and then the southern hemisphere is considered to be like the water hemisphere. Again, I probably should have known that if I would have looked at a map or something, but it was really cool to read that and then, comprehend what that was saying. Some things that I want to know more about, I actually really want to know more about the oceans that are on Jupiter's moons. Like, what's in these oceans? Are they the same as our oceans, or are they just land masses? Like, what's in them? What's the difference? And the 3 questions that I have for you guys about this chapter. So I've heard talk from other people that there could be another Earth or another solar system within the universe that's kind of like ours. And after reading about the Big Bang Theory and everything, it makes you wonder if more than one Big Bang Theory has actually happened, and if there's more than one solar system within the universe that's similar to ours. So my first question is, do you guys think that there could be more than one Earth out there? There could be more than one planet that has people living on it, or something very similar to people, maybe not necessarily people, but that has some of the same type of things that Earth has. So that's my first question. My next question is, will we ever really know the true age of the Earth? Throughout reading this chapter, I noticed that there was multiple different theories from scientists on how old the Earth is, and it made me wonder kind of how they all could agree on something to come up with how old the Earth actually is. So my question to you guys is, do you think that we'll ever actually know how old the Earth is? I mean, there's always changing theories, always new ideas, so I don't know. And then my third question that I have is, how is the climate change affecting the hydraulic cycle? So obviously, the climate change has been something that's been talked about a lot lately in the media and, from environmental agencies. So there has to be some type of effect on the water cycle in particular. I heard on the news recently that the climate change may have actually affected the severity of Hurricane Harvey. So I want to know what you guys think about that, how you guys think that climate change has been affecting that cycle. So I look forward to reading your comments, and I hope you liked what I found interesting.